Each of us has a powerful song of courage, wisdom, and compassion. To awaken to this reality of our lives is the essence of Buddhism, and this brilliance lies within all of us.
Ah! Why aren't you turning off? Not now! Not now, no!
Let's do this.
Hello? An hour? Sorry, Abby. Sorry.
What was I thinking? Tacos for breakfast?
Right. Okay. I got you. Oh, really?
Ow! I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school.
Sweetie, you're going to school.
I made your favorite lunch.
Ah!
Oh.
Okay, buddy, time to take the mask off.
I know.
Look, you're just as powerful without it.
Thanks, Dad.
Hey, Dad!
Hey, my college girl is back. Oh, hey!
Hey, smells great.
Yeah, okay.
Loneliness, conflict, and illness. These are not unique to our present times, but are as old as life itself.
You know what? That almost tasted like Mom's spaghetti.
Yeah.
How have you been doing, Dad?
Who, me? What? What are you worried about your old man? Come on. I've been fine.
I need you to finish that presentation. I don't care how long you have to stay to get it done. Understood?
Yes, sir. Of course.
All right. Thank you very much. I will talk to you soon.
Okay,
Hello?
Hi, is this Isabel?
Yes, hi, how are you?
Just wanted to let you know, we appreciate you coming down, but we went with another cellist.
Okay. I understand. Thank you.
Too often we struggle to truly believe in ourselves. These feelings of fear and anxiety stem from our belief that we are not good enough, not strong enough to overcome life's storms.
I miss her.
Me too.
Buddhism began as a quest to overcome these essential problems of life. Shakyamuni, or Siddhartha Gautama as he is also known, was a prince in a small province in northern India. He lived in comfort and luxury. But one day, he ventured outside of his palace gates. He saw hunger, sickness, and poverty. Witnessing this made him feel ashamed of his life of excess and luxury. He determined to find a path that would allow people to overcome these essential sufferings of life. He tried many different spiritual paths: meditation, fasting, living in isolation, even extreme practices such as sleeping on a bed of thorns and on bones in a cemetery. But Shakyamuni realized that these kinds of practices did not bring him what he was looking for. Shakyamuni then came upon a tree. He sat underneath this large Bodhi tree and meditated, determined to find an answer. Strong winds blew. He felt as if demons were attacking him. He worried this too was another futile path, but refused to give up as the storm raged on. And at last, he saw these demons for what they were: his own negativity and fear. Finally, he was able to attain enlightenment and perceive the law or principle that pervades the entire universe and all living beings. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. All living beings are endowed with courage, wisdom, and compassion. He then began sharing this knowledge with others. Disciples emerged and sought to understand and follow this revolutionary new way of life. Shakyamuni poured the essence of all his teachings into the Lotus Sutra, which radically declared that all people are equal and the purpose of life is happiness. After his death, the true teaching became diluted and fractured into many different sects. Shakyamuni even came to be revered as a god and not a human being. Nichiren Daishonin was born in Japan to a family of modest fishermen. As he grew up, he saw his country ripped apart by natural disasters, epidemics, and conflict. He asked himself, why is this happening? To put an end to this suffering, Nichiren vowed to become the wisest person of Japan. He diligently studied all schools of Buddhism. After many years, he came to realize the Lotus Sutra is the highest teaching of Buddhism, because it taught women, men, and all living beings are equal and endowed with Buddhahood. This is the law of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. By chanting and awakening to it, anyone can call forth their greatest self and win over life suffering. Nichiren stood up alone and went on his own epic quest to spread this law of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. But as Nichiren Buddhism grew, the political and religious establishment saw his teachings of empowerment and equality as a threat. They persecuted him and exiled him to a small snowy island in the Japan Sea. However, with the strength he found from chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, he felt the persecution signaled his mission to empower all people with the teachings of Buddhism, stating, "All obstacles are no more than dust before the wind." Nichiren inscribed the Gohonzon, which is the scroll we chant to, because it depicts the Buddhahood within all living beings. One by one, he helped people use Buddhism to awaken to their great strength and courage. His disciples overcame illness, poverty, and family strife to lead lives of victory. And in current times, it is the Soka Gakkai that emerged as a movement of ordinary people who have used Nichiren's teachings to conquer life's challenges. They are the organization to spread the Lotus Sutra and Nichiren's Buddhism correctly based on the equality and great potential of all people. Today, due to the lion-hearted efforts of the three founding presidents and eternal mentors, Tsunesaburo Makaguchi, Josei Toda, and Daisaku Ikeda, to spread this Buddhism, people all around the world chant the law of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo as taught by Nichiren, to awaken to the same indomitable life state of Buddhahood, to see the dignity of their lives and others, to overcome all difficulties and problems with a sense of mission to inspire all.
Nam-myoho Renge Kyo.
Our mentor, Daisaku Ikeda, Buddhist philosopher and president of the Soka Gakkai International, shares, chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo is a struggle to return to our true, original selves and tap the innate life force that we have possessed from time without beginning. There are times in our life where each of us has brought forth the courage to stand up for ourselves, or to have compassion for someone who is suffering. Buddhists call the great potential for these qualities within life Buddhahood. Bringing this out every day, though, is very difficult. Just as math and chemistry equations such as E equals mc squared or H2O describe laws of nature, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo expresses the universal law that the condition of Buddhahood exists within all living beings and in our environment. The perseverance of a flower to bloom amid cold winds. An ecosystem maintains a delicate balance so it may sustain the life within it. This innate, compassionate, courageous energy of the universe to advance and protect life is the law of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. To chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo is to harness this great energy and to use it to overcome adversity and create a better world. It is not, however, a magic formula. Instead, when we chant, we enact a revolution in our lives. We fight against our deep-seated negativity, our fundamental disbelief in ourselves, and open our eyes to the reserves of courage, wisdom, and compassion within us. SGI Buddhists call this process human revolution. In other words, we chant and become the solution to our problems. Finding the courage to open a new chapter in life.
Thanks for babysitting, Dad.
Oh, no problem. Hey, look,
Take your time. I can hang here with my little man all day. It's all good, man. Good?
Summoning the spirit to never be defeated. Developing a heart of appreciation, even after a really tough day.
Look what our little guy made for you. My superhero hubby.
Buddhism is also about digging into the earth of our daily life and our communities. An expression of this is SGI's neighborhood discussion meetings. Here, people from every background dialogue with one another and share their real-life experiences with Buddhism. Based on the belief in the equality of all people, SGI also does not have priests or clergy. Rather, SGI Buddhists support each other as equals, encouraging one another to achieve their dreams and bring peace to their communities. The key to all change is in our inner transformation, a change of our hearts and minds. This is human revolution. We all have the power to change. When we realize this truth, we can bring forth that power anywhere, anytime, and in any situation. Because when we change, the world changes.